Okay.
Hello and welcome to That Eurovision site, Eurovision with a Slice of Life. Today I am joined by Pimenta, who will be performing under the name of Vampiro Submarino in Festival da Canção 2022 with his song Lado De Mim. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. You?
Good too. That's great to hear. So to start things off, tell me a bit about yourself.
About myself, I'm a music maker, producer, beat maker. I have a project named PZ, which I have 6 albums already launched here in Portugal. This place is my bedroom, which is also my studio. I have a bunch of machines that you can see now, but I have some drum machines, synthesizers, of course a microphone, and I like making electronic style music, and on some of the beats that I make I like to sing on top of them, mostly in Portuguese, and that's it. Yeah, musically that's me.
Yeah, and tell me a bit about your song.
Okay, so my song for the Festival da Canção, for the Eurovision, it's a new project that I'm presenting called Vampiro Submarino, which means the submarine vampire, and it's a different name because in here I'm playing and I'm singing and composing with a band. So my electronic, typically stuff that I make is replaced by acoustic sounds like drums, upright bass, a piano and acoustic guitar. And it has a more like a jazzy swing kind of vibe, retro 1920s, the old 20s, I guess some rockabilly thing of the 50s, so kind of like a retro modern thing that I was aiming for. So these are songs that I made up playing guitar and just singing. And for this project I wanted to be so a different scenario, away from the electronic devices and just pure, like a pure music vibe to it. And I thought when they invited me as PZ to be part of the festival, I thought this was a good gateway to O Vampiro Submarino. And it's an album that I intend to release by late May or April this year, and this is like the first single, and I thought it would be a nice way to present it at the Festival da Canção.
Great. Yeah, I love the song, by the way, especially like those 50s rockabilly influences. And for me, it also harkens back a bit to the 70s rock artists turned songwriters, like your Lou Reed-esque direction. No, I really love it.
Yeah, it has a little bit of punk in it also.
Yeah, that like there's a little bit of everything in it, isn't there? So yeah, as you said, you were invited as a songwriter to Festival da Canção, and as I understand it, so you were already working on the song and you already had formed this band by the time you were invited?
Yes, I was in the process of finishing the songs, and I have so mainly I also have a label which is called Me Fumado, and we released a jazz album by this band called Small Trio that I really enjoyed. And the pianist has been my childhood friend for a long time. And I partnered up with him and with Small Trio to make Vampiro Submarino. So it's like PZ plus Small Trio became Vampiro Submarino. And for me it was a perfect match. But yeah, answering your question, I was already in the process of producing the songs and finishing them.
Great. So how did actually the songwriting process, either your general songwriting process, but especially for this song, how did that work?
So basically, even though I'm very influenced by electronic music, I really love also just picking my guitar that's over there and just improvising and writing songs like really fast that way, and just songs that pop into my head. And that was it. I had the skeleton of the music with the guitar and singing. And then I presented to João Salcedo, which is the piano man, and he helped me kind of compose and with a piano, and then we went to studio and rehearsed with small trio, and the song became one, and yeah, but the writing process, just me and my guitar.
Yeah, it does have this very natural flow and feeling to it, the song, that I think your songwriting process really helps with.
Okay, thanks.
So how does it actually, like, what was your reaction when you were first contacted to write a song for Festival da Canção?
Well, I was surprised, really. I didn't expect it. I guess my genre of music as PZ that I've been making is kind of more like alternative style music, not like really how do you say, commercial. That's not really a tagline that I like, but you know, it's a little bit strange. The lyrics are also, but you know, I kind of wanted to when I make music, I want to give it, to impart like a different characteristic. So I was surprised because Festival da Canção is more like, you know, open, and you always think of it more like a song that can reach wider audiences. So I was surprised in that sense, but at the same time, it was a good surprise because in Portugal they're picking up artists from different genres and to showcase right out of the bat in the Festival da Canção the different styles of genres that we have. So it was a good surprise and an honor also to be invited, and yeah, I'm taking this opportunity to present a new face of PZ. So yeah, it was a good surprise.
Yeah, the festival was really a great showcase of just everything the Portuguese music industry has to offer. Especially this year, I think it feels more varied than ever.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you like a fan of Eurovision? Have you watched it before, or is it something that you are less connected with?
Nowadays, less connected with. When I was younger and as a kid, I remember like really being like so excited of watching the Eurovision. Then I became a musician, and you know, in those teenage years, are like, yeah, music shouldn't be it shouldn't be like a contest. You know, it's very, you know. But nowadays I see it, and the Festival da Canção also had like different phases, and I enjoyed this last phase where they're really inviting artists, but there are some songs that really stuck to my head that were at Festival da Canção. For example, I really like Playback, which is a song from the 70s, I think. And they always really stick to the Portuguese culture. Like there are some songs that you just stick to your head and to your culture that came out of the Festival da Canção. So it has been kind of love-hate relationship, but I think it's like now that I'm older, like looking back, I think it's a really special kind of event.
Definitely. Do you have any favorite Eurovision entries?
For this year?
Or, well, this year or in general?
Oh, yeah, that song that I mentioned early, playback. Also another one for me that when I was young that we all sang that song was o Conquistador. Uh, Also, I remember from Dulce Pontes, her song was also something special. Of course, Salvador Sobral that won the Eurovision contest. It was the first time that Portugal won it. Cano was also like a really alternative style of music that made it to the Eurovision, and I think that was a really important thing. Yeah, those are the ones that come to my mind now.
Yeah, some great choices, definitely. So you mentioned already earlier that the lyrics to your song are quite a bit strange or like very interesting, and I tried to translate them, but of course a lot gets lost in translation. So could you maybe tell us all about what your song is about?
Well, this song, the lyrics is kind of really simple. It's "I want you by my side," and then I say "I want you by my side" in a different expression. So "Ao Lado De Mim" is one way of saying it, and "A Minha Beira" is another way of saying it, maybe more northern style slang. And I think it's a romantic song basically, and really simple. I also say that I like her surreal attitude and her natural posture, and that I wouldn't mind to spend my whole life that way. So it's very simple, very romantic, I think, and it's also inspired, by the person that we love, and me and my wife have been together for a long time, so I guess it's also inspired by her, and in a really happy kind of swingy theatrical way.
Yeah, okay, so then I did read it correctly. I was just a bit, sometimes the song is like deceptively simple, and I think some of the little intricacies and details that you mentioned, I mean, I wouldn't have picked up.
Okay.
My Portuguese is limited to obrigado and como voce esta, and well, now ao lado de mim, but that's
Okay.
it. What would winning Festival da Canção and going to Eurovision mean to you?
If I would win it?
If you would win it, what would that mean to you?
Oh, it would mean a lot. Yeah. That'll be great. I'm not expecting it. Just want to participate and be part of this great bunch of musicians. But if I win, of course, sad I wouldn't be. So yeah, I would be happy.
Of course, it's still a little while until we have Festival da Canção, but do you have any ideas already of how you want to present the song on the stage?
Some ideas, yeah. Kind of like a retro modern motif, I guess. Still thinking about it, but I want to be something that it's really not over the top, like something simple, and like to recreate that retro kind of vibe, but with a modern twist. And yeah, I guess a modern twist would be kind of like the thing that I'm aiming.
Sounds good. Looking forward to seeing it. So
Okay.
as for live performance, of course, Eurovision itself is a massive television event, but it's also a very big live event. Like you're on a very big stage with thousands of people in the hall where you're performing. Do you have, like, what is your experience with live performances, and have you done any very big shows?
Some, yeah, like I said, PZ is not really a thing that reaches like massive audiences, but I've had some big concerts and other smaller ones. I like the smaller ones where they're packed, and that's really cool. But yeah, I've had multiple experiences throughout my career as PZ.
Great. Yeah, I also tend to prefer smaller concerts myself, to be honest.
Okay.
So is there anything that I forgot to ask? Let's start there. Is there something that you would
You tell me.
or is there something, well, maybe more seriously, is there something that you would want to tell anyone watching this interview? Is this like a message you want to send out to the world or something?
Well, I have this saying in Portuguese that it's based on a late 80s commercial where I say, com PZ, quem ganha é você, which means with PZ, who wins is you. It's like a little slogan that I usually have. And I know at this point, I invite everyone to go to Spotify or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/PZ_Pimenta. That's my last name. And on Spotify, you can also listen to my songs or discover me through the name PZ, and check them out if you want. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. And
Okay.
yeah, so everyone watching, Paulo will be performing with his band Vampiro Submarino in Festival da Canção. Hopefully we see you at Eurovision.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
That was nice. Thanks.